in the game.
Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Sun Devils will kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw.
There he goes. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Moss. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Dropping back, it's Sims. That's caught. It's McClain. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
Trying play action. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Makes the grab down the left side. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Now, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
Creates a little room. Breaks into the open. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going for the big play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. On first down from their own 22. Back to throw, it's Sims. Here comes the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That's why as a defense it's so important.
Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. Taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Picks up the first down, still moving. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. You can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball's snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Great place to start for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Dances away. Bought a little time, lets it go. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll get rid of it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive, knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for them.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Wide open spaces. Touchdown Tigers. A great catch and run for 6. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game.
There he goes! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. The give to the back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
From the gun, the running back has it. Runs through the tackle. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Coleman. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Uncorks one. Catch in the middle. It's Alston. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown Auburn. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. Finds a little space. Turning it on! They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. With jet sweep pass. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 20. Touchdown tie. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And that is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep, and how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that. We've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see him not adjust. And then, listen, you could see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so he can come up and make a play.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man, it's Singleton. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Takes the handoff. It's Alston. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. The corners are walked up tight. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. That's caught. It's Alston. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
Great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spray a guy free. The pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
On fourth down, looking to pass. With the catch, it's Singleton. Open space at the 25. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
He'll do it himself.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They believe in their running game on third and goal here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points, and then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wide receiver comes in motion. Miller with the ball. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And defense
Defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill fast.
A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Simpson. Here's the pressure. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
How about that changeup on 3rd down? You're expecting pass, 3rd and long, and they slip a run in there? Man, really took advantage of the defense playing the sticks, playing 3rd down and long, and got it, and boy, did it pay off.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He fires one deep down the right side. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Here's the handoff. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Corners are going to bail. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the 1st half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Finds a man on the right. Still on his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Gets rid of it. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
He's loose at the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out in the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Rushes on him. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Darius is when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across and to pick up the 1st down.
Well, you got to have a lot of confidence in your offensive line to go for it in that situation of the field at this juncture of the game, but this head coach does, and his offense shows you why. Great job up front getting some push, and the running back knew exactly where he needed to go.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Oh, he wants it all. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
He's in open space downfield. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Going for the marker on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
Now, 4th down.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Alabama comes out. 4th down play to start the 4th. He might want another play. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? From the gun, the ground game. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You want to stop the run game, get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
Caught over the middle. It's Simmons. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those?
Breaks into the open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw on that last play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Huge moment coming here as they try to punch it in and quiet this crazy, raucous crowd. Pressure coming. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Hey, man, offensively, you just got to know when the play is over, and you got to live to play the next down. That was not a good decision there by the ball carrier. He had a chance to just go down when that play was over. Instead, he tries to do something too heroic, and the offense sustains a massive loss.
Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, you a check down would be the last resort. Inside the 15. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Moves away as he feels pressure. It's complete to the left. Stopped short, and they'll turn it over. What a huge stand by this defense.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Racing down the left side. Crosses midfield. Inside the 30.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
The latest edition of this in-state passion play is bathed in crimson as Alabama rolls to victory over Auburn in the Iron Bowl. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.